What's going on, everybody? How's it going so far there? How's the BGAs this year? Good, good, good. This is a power-packed class here for the Hall of Honor. There's certainly no question about that. And Steve, I'm going to start with you. And look, we'll get into your time at Oakland. What I want to know is, as a goalie in the MLS, you look up at the field, there's Drogba coming down, there's Thierry Henry. I mean, these are some of the best players to ever do it in soccer. What's going through your mind when you look out the field, you see Drogba and Henry, and you're competing for an MLS championship?
Yeah, I'm very interested in humility off the field, but inside the field, in my head, I think, how do they feel playing against me? I'm Steve Clark, so.
Yeah. Henry and Drogba never wore the bear before. They don't know about any of that. But Brittni, we'll go to you. So you sign a professional running contract. You show up and run a marathon, and then you win. So it's not that hard. So I can just show up and do a marathon and win. How do you do that?
It's up here. It's all up here. You can do it. Just think it. You can do it.
No, but seriously, I mean, how do you do that, though? You sign up for a marathon. The first time you ever run one, you win it. Like, you beat everybody else that does it.
My coach and I spoke the night before, and he's like, don't go out too hard and take your time. Trust me, the girl in first is going to come back. She's going to go out really hard. So I did. I just listened to my game plan and took my goose when I was supposed to. And around mile 22, I saw her, and I was like, stay focused, and just reeled her in. And I couldn't believe it. And I wasn't even like that great a shape, but I was like, I'm doing this. And so it's good. More to come. Hopefully more good stuff to come.
Well, Brian, we'll go to you right now. And in much the same ilk that I asked Steve about this, tell me about the first tee. You put the ball in the ground on the tee in the U.S. Open. You're going against Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, Tiger Woods. I mean, the best in the world. But you're one of the best in the world, too. What's going through your mind as you put the ball in the tee on the first hole of the U.S. Open?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you're not supposed to think about that.
It's not helping me out here, Brian.
I know. I think just the thing, you just got to remember all the hard work you put in and just get into your routine and focus on your target.
And Steve, we'll come back to you right now. We talked about your time in the MLS. When did you know that your game, being at Oakland, when did you know that your game was professional worthy?
I have a good friend here tonight, Josh Mahoney, and we were in the dorms as a freshman. I was a redshirt walk-on, and I said, I'm going to turn pro. And, all the guys were kind of laughing and all that. But Josh Mahoney said, I believe him. And I just felt like, Eric Pogue was there, the coach now, a great goalkeeper trainer. And I just really believed it. And there's so much opportunity at Oakland University. There's so much to experience. And I just took whatever came my way. And every single day, I just developed. For me, that was it. And a lot of people have given to me a lot. So I'm not here just because of my own ability. I'm here for all the coaches, my family. All these people have given and poured into my career.
Brittni, we'll move to you right now. And as far as coaches go, I'm one of the biggest fans of Paul Rice out there. I made no secret about that on social media. What's it like to run for Paul Rice?
Running for Coach Rice was a blessing. He taught me so many valuable running lessons for my career and life lessons, and I hold them very dear to me in hard workouts and hard races. And I continually ask myself one of these things in harder workouts, and it's, am I satisfied? Am I doing all I can do? And that was one of the greatest things he ever said to me, when I was training to go to nationals. And he's been one of the most greatest mentors, and I can give him a call anytime. Just say, hey, what's up? Or just, what's going on? So he was a genuine coach, and I'm very grateful to have him.
Brian, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Steve. You obviously were a very decorated college golfer, and you accomplished a lot during your time at Oakland. When did you know that you were PGA Tour good?
I'm not really sure. I think you don't really know until you get there and you can do it. But I think as a senior in college, I just continue to improve, and I think I told myself that I was going to try to do it. And it took a few years, but I made it, and then I got into my first tournament in Hawaii, and I made the cut, and I finished in top 25, and I think then I said, you know what, you can do this. So I think that's it.
Then they gave you a check after that too, right?
They did, and it was
Money.
It was very cool for sure.
You know, Steve, coming back to you right now, as you look out there right now and you see all these student athletes that are out there, what could Steve Clark, the student athlete that's sitting out there, what could Steve Clark that's sitting up here right now tell the student athletes that are out there?
Yeah, I would say that the professional that's out there in the seats, the person, the athlete who's going to have a career 10, 15 years after Oakland University is maybe not be the one who's getting all the accolades. It's the one who on Friday night is dreaming about success. It's the one who is, analyzing film when everyone else is talking about Instagram or whatever we do these days. It's the athlete who dreams. I was talking to your AD earlier today, and I really love what's happening at Oakland, and I want to challenge everybody to not only dream it, but achieve it. Oakland University, why not Oakland University? Why not you guys? This is an amazing time, and I would just say you really have to go for it. Don't just dream it, but act on that.
Steve, any special thank yous you want to give here today? Yeah.
It's I know this is a long program, but it's a really difficult question because there's so many people, as I've said, who have really given to my career. My father and my mother who have told me that, yes, in the Clark family, we want performance, but your character as a man is far more important. My stepfather and my stepmother, my stepbrothers and sisters, my teammates, my sister Molly, who's probably still, when we were younger, a better athlete than me, my brother who comes to every game. I wish he could have more kids so I could show up at his stuff the way he shows up at mine. The DiMaggio, my wife's family, who have taken me in their own. But there's one person in this room, my wife, as a professional athlete, as they could say, sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And my wife, when I'm down, when people are against me, my wife stands up and tries to wear my jersey on Main Street in Columbus to tell everyone that she's with me. And her loyalty and her love, Corella, wherever you are out there, I can't see you. I love you so much, and thank you for your support.
Brittni, I'll give the same question to you. What piece of advice would you give to all the track and cross-country athletes that are sitting out there in the crowd right now?
My advice is to dream big, always, in your sport and in your life, and don't give in. Reach for everything, anything you have an opportunity to go for, reach. And I would love to first and foremost thank my mom and dad. They were the two people who believed in me most. No matter what I would throw at them, they'd be like, you go get it, Britt. And I'd love to thank my brother and my sister and my fiance Brandon and his family, and my high school coach who got me into running, Coach Brian Salyers, and every single one of you out there, you athletes who have continued to support me after and are my friends today. Brianna Peabody, my best friend, love you, girl. But all of you, thank you so much, and the Oakland staff and faculty, you all are amazing. Thank you so much.
That was a good job, Brittni, because you morphed. My final follow-up question was going to be, who do you want to thank? You just took it all. That's a good segue. Yeah, in the broadcasting business, that's called the segue, and you did it as a pro right there. So, Brian, same question to you. What advice, again, and we'll come back to it, arguably you're the most successful professional athlete that's ever walked through the doors at Oakland University. Yeah, exactly. What piece of advice would you give to all the potential professional athletes that are out there right now?
I think the biggest thing is when somebody gives you an opportunity, go for it. Try your hardest, work as hard as you can, and go for that opportunity, because you'll never know when you'll have it again. And I guess I would like to thank my mom and dad and my girlfriend Alicia and the rest of my family I got to thank the coaches here at Oakland, Dave DeWolf and Jim Belts. They were always behind me. My instructor, Gary Robinson, and I'd just like to thank Oakland University for giving me the opportunity to come to school and play golf.
And Brian, too. And Brian, to kind of wrap it up right now, any special thank yous that you want to issue to anybody out there?
Just my mom and dad.
Always comes back to mom and dad.
Always mom and dad, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most decorated classes in the history of the Hall of Honor, the 2016 class of the Oakland Hall of Honor.